What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to the Jose Mourinho Challenge with Sporting. Today we have Porto in the Taca de Portugal semi-final first leg and Ajax in the Champions League first knockout round second leg, both at home. So if we have any chance of ever scoring a goal, now is when we need to do it. At least scoring a goal against a competent team. We seem to be able to score against really bad teams, not consistently, not as much as we should, but we can't actually score against bad teams. But any good teams, we just can't score against them right now. And we've not played any games since I last saw you, so nothing has changed. We just got off that 2 games against Ajax and Benfica where we could not score a single goal and just looked god-awful. And I've only made one change. I think it's the only thing left available to me that I can actually influence that can get this team to start scoring. And that is I have scheduled chance conversion at basically every open opportunity for the next 2 months. Basically, every time they can do chance conversion, they are doing it. So almost every single day. These are usually rest days at the third slot here. They get no rest. Until they prove to me that they can actually convert their chances, they will not get any rest. They will work every single day for the next 2 months at least on chance conversion until they learn how to freaking finish their chances. That's literally the only other thing I think I can do. I mean, the tactics creating chances. I've got one of the best goal scorers ever up top, and we still can't score. So this is the only other thing I think is in my control to do. So that's what I'm doing. See if it has any impact. I mean, I don't think we've had enough games to really, or have enough training sessions to really change anything for this game, or maybe for the Ajax game, but definitely might have time for the Ajax game. But this game, I don't expect much to have really changed in that area, but I am going with a different formation, even though I don't think it's the formation that's a problem because we're creating chances. That's literally what the formation's supposed to do, create chances, and then your players are supposed to finish them. They're just not doing that second part. So I decided, you know what, we're not scoring the other way. Let's just go to the 4-1-2-1-2. See if it works. Putting 2 strikers up top who can't score. Maybe, I don't know. I literally don't know. So Ronaldo and Sesko up top. Tabata, basically what I think is our strongest lineup right now, except Vinagre is going to come in at left back because he's actually been playing pretty well. And I wanted to have Bergman Johannesson on the bench as an impact option, either in the midfield or at left back, or if we have to switch formation, you can even play attacking mid, but if we have to switch formation out on the wings or something like that, I want him on the bench for that reason. So I end up starting Vinagre. I don't think we're getting weaker at all. Vinagre's actually been pretty good the last 2 years for us, so he's starting. Aguilar back at right back. Hugo Souza in goal. Bench kind of to be expected. Tomas on there. Bergancha, Abisher, Ugarte, Vizcayo, Segovia. So yeah, no real surprises. Nuno Santos not anywhere close to this team because he's been terrible. And he's unhappy because I'm not giving him a contract because he thinks he deserves a pay rise even though he's literally done nothing this season to deserve one. I don't understand. Douglas Costa also is leaving at the end of his deal, joining Zenit. So I don't think it matters how many games we give him now. He's going to join Zenit no matter what. So that's good to see. Glad to get his money off the books because he has just gotten absolutely terrible. I mean, numbers still look decent, but he just does not perform. He's never performed for us, so yeah. Just ignore he exists. But yeah, we need to start scoring, and I have no idea if it's ever going to happen. I mean, you would hope that he would eventually realize that they're actually like really good players, like with 19 finishing for Ronaldo and 17 finishing for Gonzalez, and they'd realize they're actually good at this sport and be able to, beat crap goalkeepers. But right now, they just don't know how to do it. So yeah, just throwing stuff at the wall and hoping it sticks right now. We'll see. We need to score, though. This is our home leg against Porto. If we don't score here, we're not scoring away from home. So if we don't score here, the tie's basically over. We need to step up our game here to put an end to a recent run of bad results. If you don't start scoring soon, I'm going to find somebody who will. I don't care if it's a 16-year-old fresh out of the academy. I'm going to bring somebody in here who wants to score goals. Where are you looking for improvements after a disappointing match against Benfica last time out? We have to score goals. We have to work harder, whatever. We have to score goals. It's that simple. Just score goals. It's a big day all around. How much do you look forward to taking on your rivals? It's the game you mark down on your calendar at the start of every season. Everyone is excited and we're confident of getting a positive result. I'm not. I'm not confident at all. I have zero confidence. I might have negative confidence in this team. Gonna get a pretty quick highlight, a minute in, and it's gonna start with Porto. Throw in down this left-hand side. Martinez is going to lose the ball, fortunately, to Tabata. We recycle it through the defense. Caceres all the way back to the goalkeeper. Goes out to Vinagre. We do have no wingers in this tactic, obviously, so a lot is going to rely on our fullbacks. I mean, they've been all right for us this season. They've been as good scoring goals as our forwards have, so, I mean, I don't know. Tabata goes for might as well. I mean, nothing else is working. Just go for a long-range chip. About 14 minutes in here, and we've had literally every single chance so far, but we're still not on the score sheet. But we're going to get another chance here from a deep free kick that we recycle through our defense. Pedro Gonzalez looks for Sesko. He's going to head it down directly to their goalkeeper. You're supposed to look for your teammates, Benjamin. I don't know if you know that, but you're actually supposed to look for your teammates. Polina does win this header. I mean, Ronaldo's probably not going to get on the end of that. Costa gets to it first, but we're going to get the ball back. He goes for a long clearance, and we get on the end of it. Caceres into João Polina. Pedro Gonzalez playing a little bit deeper, but I mean, he's not scoring goals from a forward position. He's not going to score goals from this position. He's just useless. 18th minute highlight. It's going to be a deep free kick straight to their goalkeeper. Good Lord, we are just god-awful right now. We literally can't do anything right. Literally anything. Pedro Gonzalez, Sesko, Aguilar, kind of playing a little bit narrower than I'd expect. I believe I'm told him to stay wide, but going to pull it all the way back to João Polina. Mateus Nunes, as that deep line playmaker, goes for a long shot. That's one of the best shots we've had in the last month. And the goalkeeper makes a save, and it goes out for a corner, which probably isn't going to result in anything because none of them have recently. Ronaldo hits the post. We just are cursed. We can never score again. I guess we can just never, ever score a goal again. Looks like we're going to go into halftime 0-0. We have 11 shots, only 4 on target. That is Porto's second shot of the game, and you just know, I can almost guarantee at this point, Porto are going to win. They're going to have 15, 20 less shots than us, and they're going to win because they know how to score goals, and we just don't. 11 shots, only 4 on target, nearly 1 XG. I mean, chances haven't been amazing, but I mean, you just got to freaking find out how to get a ball in the back of the freaking net. Porto have done absolutely nothing. 4 shots, 1 on target, 0.1 XG. They're going to get the win. It's obvious at this point. Based on how we've been playing, we are not going to score. Porto will score one of their only chances of the game. They'll end on 0.3 XG and 1 or 2 goals. We'll have 2 XG and nothing. Things aren't changing. I am not happy with your performance out there. Another game where we dominate the stats, but the stats mean nothing. We could have 0 shots, and the result would be the same. We have to start scoring goals. Shots mean nothing if they don't wind up being goals. If you aren't much better in the second half, Porto will take the chances they are given. If you don't, we are going to lose. Do you really want to lose this game? Prove to me you don't. First highlight of the second half comes in the 62nd minute. We've basically done nothing, and it's going to take a corner, and a defender, the only person who can actually score goals for us, defenders, is going to get our goal. It's unbelievable. I've never seen a team so carried by their defense to get goals. It's unbelievable. Like, I can almost guarantee a forward's not going to score a goal this game. Ignacio, that's going to be the only goal we score. And it's a corner, and it's Ignacio, and we deserve so much more. We've had 19 shots, and it took a corner and a defender to score a goal. I've never seen incompetence on this level before. We need to make some changes now. 76th minute, there's some tired legs out there. Aguilar's played well apparently, but he's very tired and he's on a yellow, so I'm going to take him off. Other than that, I mean, apparently everyone's played well. I literally don't care if you don't score, so your performances mean nothing to me. I mean, I don't know. Who else can I bring on? They're apparently playing well, so I don't want to take them off, but like I said, if they're not scoring, their performance is pointless. I'm going to make the one change for now. Just going to make the fullback change. We need to hold on now because we're probably not going to score again. We need to hold on to this lead and at least get the 1-0 win. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be enough. Just winning the 1-0 at home. Like, Porto are very good in their place. No, screw it. I'm not wasting time. We need more goals. All right, we have to make some changes now. Some very tired players out there. Polina, one of the most tired players on the pitch, but the role he has, I think, is very important with our fullbacks both being pretty attacking. Him, being that anchor man, sitting back and stopping these counterattacks is very important that no one else in this team can really do. So I'm not actually going to take him out. I I don't know. Tomas, I mean, Sesko's done nothing, so might as well bring in Thiago Tomas. And I mean, I talked about bringing on Bergman Johannesson as an impact player off the bench. I think now's the time to do it. I'm going to play Mazat Mazala. He's got a decent finishing ability, 11 finishing, 12 long shots. Not amazing. Obviously, much worse than Gonzalez, but Gonzalez's 17 finishing means nothing because he can't score, so it could as well be 0, and I wouldn't know the difference. All right, fresh legs. I want another goal, but it's probably not going to happen. Probably just going to see this game out. They don't deserve anything. We should be scoring more than 1 goal. Is it going to be another corner? Not quite, not directly at least. Tabata is going to get it again with a chance to cross it in towards the back post. Bergman Johansson heads it down to Nunez, who hits it over. But again, not a forward and not a shot on target, so what's the point? 22 shots, 1 goal, and it's from a corner. Unbelievable. Nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing. I don't care if they're all on 10s. If you can't score, those ratings are pointless. Well done, lads. That was a good win. We needed that one. Saying that, your performance, again, especially in front of goal, was absolutely unacceptable. 23 shots, and you can only score 1 goal, and it's Gonzalo from a corner. What are you doing out there? This game is not that hard. This isn't prime Manuel Neuer in goal out there. You have to be better. Beating your bitter rivals must make this a particularly pleasing victory for you. You can see what these games mean to the fans, and I'm pleased to get this result for them. Why do you think your team have found life so hard in front of goal recently? I'm open to suggestions. I literally have no idea. Shots aren't a problem. We're having, at least 15 shots against every good team we're playing, which is good. Over 20 shots against every bad team and against even some good teams like Porto today. Over 20 shots. You should be scoring more than 1 goal. You should be scoring from open play. But this team right now is completely incapable. So we had 23 shots today. Against Benfica, we had 17. There's 40. And then against, who was the other one against? Ajax. How many do you have against Ajax? I mean, it's double digits. I know that. 14. So that's 54 shots. 1 goal. I could do better than that. I have never played the sport, and I could do better than that. Cristiano Ronaldo has played every single one of those matches, and he's not gotten a single one of the goals. Gonzalez, who has 17 finishing, has played every single one of those matches. He has gotten 0 goals. I literally don't understand. I literally don't. It blows my mind. I've never, ever in Football Manager history had a team with so many chances score so few goals. I don't know if it's a problem with the game. Like, is this a common thing? Is this a bug in the game where finishing is just god awful? No matter who you have up there, you can have, the Galacticos up there, and it wouldn't matter. They just still can't score against freaking Nacional and their, League 2 quality goalkeeper. I don't understand, dude. Got Rio Ave in between, and then we have Ajax, and we have to score at least a goal if we have any chance of getting at least to a penalty shootout. We have to score 2 to actually win, and I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if this team is capable of scoring 2 goals against actual competent teams. We'll probably put 7 past them just because that's who we are. But Ajax, a competent team, we're not going to be able to score. I just know it's going to happen. And if we do score, it's going to be a defender. Or maybe like João Palhinha, a defensive midfielder. I don't know. I am lost. Nothing has changed, and I don't know what to do. I'll see it for Ajax. Hopefully, the players figure something out. Because, like I said, I have no clue. I have no answers. And we are back to play Ajax. We played Rio Ave in between, and as I kind of predicted, and in full sporting fashion, we scored 5 goals. Because of course we did. But also, because we're sporting, only one of them came from open play. And it was in like the 90th minute after, I'm pretty sure Rio Ave had already given up. And 3 of the 5 were from defenders. Actually, the same defender. We had a center back get a hat trick. And it wasn't Inacio. He didn't play, he picked up a slight knock. It was Segovia. Luis Segovia scored a hat trick. Our first 3 goals of the game were all corners and all headers by Segovia. At that point, I was about to give up. I thought that's the only way we could actually score a goal. Then, Tabata scored me wrong. An attacker scored a goal, but it was a penalty. So, I can give him about 0 credit. And then our first goal from open play in basically a month, if not even a little bit longer. Abashir scored a goal. Again, like I said, 82nd minute, they'd pretty much given up. And it was just a cross in that he headed in the back of the box. It wasn't anything special, but it was our first open play goal in a while. So, that was nice at least. But, yeah, it wasn't a 5-goal performance. 4 set pieces. I don't think our problems are suddenly fixed. I do think there's a little bit of a correlation with them practicing chance conversion for like 3 straight days and them actually scoring goals. Might be a little bit of correlation there. We've now done it because we actually had a pretty big break between Real and Ajax. We've now done it for like 7 straight days. So if they don't score now, I don't think it's actually possible. So yeah, we still went for a pretty good squad because we had such a big break. So Ronaldo played, but a little bit of rotation. Tomas started. Ugarte started. Bergancha started. So a little bit of rotation just because some players were heavy match loads. Didn't want to get any injuries, even though, what's the point? Starters aren't doing anything anyway, so would it be that bad to bring in backups? It might be the better idea. But we are playing pretty much a full first-strength squad against this Ajax team. We need a result. We need more than 1 goal. Defensively, I'm confident. We've still been very good defensively this year. It's just a complete and utter inability from our forwards to actually score goals. We are going with Ronaldo and Sesko up top. Ronaldo hasn't scored in 5 matches, but still, he's Cristiano freaking Ronaldo, so you have to assume he would eventually remember he can actually, finish chances. Sesko as well, I'd expect him, even if he can't score with his foot, he can't actually score from open play. You'd figure he's 6'5". He should be able to score some headers at least. He's not even done that. But Tomas hasn't done anything either, so Sesko's going to keep his spot. Tabata's actually playing pretty well. He's not scoring a lot, but he's actually playing pretty well, so keeping him in there. Nunez and Gonzalez, Polina, Bergman Johansson comes back in at left back. Ignacio Caceres, Aguilar Souza. I thought about starting Segovia considering he just got a hat trick, but I'm starting Gonzalo Ignacio. He scored goals. He's one of our best goal scorers right now. He's our second leading goal scorer, tied with Tomas. So that says a lot. And then Caceres, Aguilar Souza has been pretty good for us. So I'm happy with Hugo Souza so far. So it's a strong squad. We're going with this 4-1-2-1-2 because it just scored 5 goals. And it scored a goal against a bad team. Or against a good team, in Porto. Even though it wasn't an open play goal. But still, it scored a goal. So that's improvement. I'll take it. I'll take anything I can get at this moment. So let's go. We need to play well. I definitely want to get to the next round of the Champions League. I think player-wise, talent-wise, tactic-wise, we are the better team. We are better than Ajax. We should get past Ajax. If we got a much tougher draw, I wouldn't have been that confident. I wouldn't have been saying the same thing. But at Ajax, we should be getting through this round. If we have any desire to ever win a Champions League with this team, we should be getting through this round. We owe Ajax after what happened in our last match. Go out there and get revenge. I'm happy to see you scoring 5 goals last week, but we still need to score more from open play. You won't get so many set-piece goals against a good team like Ajax. I'm happy with the improvement to the shooting we had. We're getting a lot more of those shots on target, but they still weren't resulting in enough goals from open play. We need to be better. Ajax are a better team than Rio Ave. We're going to have to be even better today if we want to get through this round. And I know you all want to get through this round. Sporting were impressive last time out against Rio Ave. How do you carry that form into this match? It's all about momentum. The more we put together these performances, the better. Your Sporting team have done better than some people had predicted to reach this stage of the Champions League. Ahead of your clash with Ajax, how much further do you think you can go? We're taking it 1 game at a time, and whatever happens, happens. Benjamin Sesko starts again and will no but doubt be looking to continue his fine vein of form. What vein of form are you talking about? He hasn't scored in 2 months. How pleased have you been with his performances? I'm not going to praise him because he's not been playing well. I like the way he's been playing, and now I want to see him produce that level of consistency week after week, I guess. That's no better answer. So our form picked up a little bit, scored 6 goals in our last 2 matches. That's more than we scored almost in the entire month. So that's good to see. Ajax, a lot of draws. So, that's good. Good to see they're not absolutely dominating right now. Looks like they've gone to pretty much the same team, the same formation they played against us last time. We're going to have to score. Obviously, it's pretty apparent. We're down a goal. We're going to have to score. I think we had like 27 shots, like 13 or 14 on target in that game against Rio Ave. To only get one goal from open play from that, still pretty disappointing. But we've started off this match, 3 shots, 2 on target. That's good to see out the start. Ignacio heads that away, but Bergman Johansson clears it off the line. That is dangerous. And Ajax are going to have the second highlight. Down this left-hand side, Tagliafico throwing it in. Going to go to Kudus. Player I've thought about signing, but I just couldn't really see how he would fit into this team. Especially for the price they kind of want for him. So, I don't know. It's still an option for us, but I don't know. Something I'm considering. Pedro Gonzalez. Look at Tabata. Tabata's throwing goal, but he slows up. And Pedro Gonzalez has got to put in a cross. And I think I couldn't tell if it was Nunez or Ronaldo who actually got their head on that. It doesn't really matter because it wasn't on target, but it goes wide. We've had every chance basically so far. They've had one shot and it wasn't on target. A set piece, but it isn't a center back, so it's not going to go in. Even though Ronaldo's one of the best headers of all time, I don't think he scored a single header for us this season. So I'd like to see better from him. A lot of highlights in this first half, though. 25th minute, we're having like our 3rd or 4th highlight. It's another one starting with Ajax, but last one started with Ajax as well, and we got the interception and went on the attack. Souza with a very good save there. Van der Voort probably would have screwed that up. He probably would, like he has before, he probably would have left a huge gap at his near post and they would have scored. Souza does well, though. He's done well for us. He's only made like one big mistake that I can remember, and you'll have that sometimes, especially new to a team. So I'm not holding it completely over him. It wasn't as bad as Van der Voort's mistake. So, yeah, I'll give him a little bit of slack. But shots on target, still not good. 10 shots, 3 on target. Our XG's pretty high, though. It looks like we're going to go into halftime 0-0 still, even though we've had 11 shots. Good Lord, I don't understand. If we're not scoring set pieces, we're just not scoring. Doesn't matter who we have on the team. Ronaldo supposedly is on a 7.1. I don't know if I've seen him touch the football yet. Pedro Gonzalez also on a 7.1. Same thing. Don't know if I've seen him touch the ball. They're dominating possession, but I don't really care because they're not doing anything with it. But we're basically not either. Just another poor game in front of goal. Come on, lads. Show a bit of desire. You don't look like a team that wants to win. Defensively, you've been solid like you pretty much have been all season long. But in the final third, another terrible display. If you are not better, we have to score. We literally have no other choice. If you are not better, we are losing. And we will be going home very disappointed because we have dominated this game. But again, it means nothing if you can't finish your chances. They're not going to give you easy set pieces like some other teams can. If you're going to score, you're going to have to earn it. First highlight comes pretty quick into the second half, 48th minute. I've gone attacking immediately. Just at halftime, I changed to attacking. We have to score, I'd like to score too, because I don't really want to go to penalties. We don't have the best penalty takers in the world. Obviously, we have Ronaldo, who's one of the best, but other than that, it's not great. Ronaldo, you have to score this. Good Lord, you are garbage. I think we've had probably 40 one-on-ones in the past 3 months, and maybe have scored 1 goal from him. It's really unbelievable. We nearly score from another set piece. Ignacio, good save by Onana. Onana is a very good goalkeeper, but still, Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the greatest scorers of all time, and he has no ability to score goals at this point. Aguilar, might have to be a header in the box. Ronaldo can't get on the end of it. Sesko, the keeper was completely out of position, and he still hit it to the goalkeeper. You don't have to do the goalkeepers any favors. You don't have to make sure he saves it. You're actually trying to score where he's not. I don't know if they get that concept. If you're not supposed to hit it at the goalkeeper. If he makes a save, he makes a save, but don't give him the save. Good Lord, I don't understand what's going on with this team right now. We're gonna have another highlight though. Fullback to fullback, Mateus Nunez into Ronaldo. Isaac Bergman Johansson with a lot of space down this left-hand side, puts in the cross, but of course, Ronaldo can't put it on target, because of course he can't. 70th minute, 20 shots, 9 on target, basically 2 XG, and guess what? 0 goals. Unbelievable. 4.5 chances, 1 clear-cut chance, 0 goals. This team is unbelievable. Caceres has been awful. So has Ignacio, even though they've not scored or done anything going forward, really. Tabata on a yellow and not playing particularly well. Absher did just score, but I don't know if he's the answer. Bergman Hansen been the best player on the pitch. That's nice to see, but again, I don't care if we're not scoring. I mean, some suggestions might be to bring in Segovia. He just scored a hat trick, and the center backs aren't playing well. I might actually bring him in over Caceres, even though we won't be targeting him from set pieces. I mean, I'm not going to target him over Inacio. I'm just not. Or Ronaldo. So, I don't know what change I make. I literally don't know what change I make. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off Tabata. He's not done anything. He's not playing well. Gonzalez is going to come on. He's going to play as the shadow striker. And then Ugarte is going to come in as that Mazzala role. He's got good finishing. I don't know if he's shown it in his entire time here. But supposedly he has good finishing. Like Gonzalez, supposedly he has good finishing. So hopefully we'll see him do something. I don't know what other changes I can really make. I don't really want to push up the line significantly. Because we're doing so well defensively, I don't want to risk it all. And we're doing well in terms of creating chances. It's just the same problem we've had all season. A complete and utter inability to finish them. 78th minute, and we've done nothing. 10 shots on target. 0 goals. I've never seen incompetence at this level before. Literally never seen it. I guess my only answer is to bring on another striker. I'm just going to throw forwards on there until one of them figures out that they can actually score goals. Tomas is going to come out as a pressing forward. I'm going to go with no defensive midfielder. Garte, I'm going to be a little bit more safe and play him as a box-to-box. Other than that, I'm still going for it. We obviously need a goal. I'd prefer to have 2, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. I don't know what other changes I really want to make. I guess I'll aim for Ronaldo. Some long kicks. See if that can unlock their defense some sort. I mean, we're going to miss the one-on-one anyways, but I might as well push up the line at this point. We have nothing to lose. Hit all the buttons. We got 12 minutes to score a singular goal. I don't know if this team's capable of it. Get a highlight pretty quickly. 81st minute, and it's going to start with us. Ronaldo on the ball. We actually did it. A forward has actually scored the thing you call I think it's called a goal. We might need to teach the word to him, but I think it's actually called a goal. And a forward has actually scored it. And of course it's Ronaldo, because no one else is going to. So, and of course it's not an easy chance. He's going to take one of the hardest chances he's probably been given all day. And he scores it. I'm not going to stop pushing for this. I want another goal. I don't want to go to the lottery of penalties. We deserve to be absolutely thrashing them. This should probably be 3-4, 5-0. And yet it's 1-0. We've got one change in our pocket too, but I don't know if I really want to make it. Because I don't think bringing anyone in helps us. Inacio and Caceres have been absolutely dreadful apparently, but I haven't seen them do anything wrong. Just like I haven't seen Gonzalez do anything right. So, yeah, I'm not going to make the change. The only change I would consider making is bringing in Abisher because he scored last game, but maybe Escayo for Aguilar. Aguilar's not done anything special. It would be nice to have fresh legs on the wings, considering they have a lot to do right now. I am going to actually make that change. Might not be a huge game changer, but I'm still going to go attacking. Screw it. I'm going for this. If we lose, we lose, but I don't want to go to penalties. We should be winning this. I want to win this in normal time. And we have a highlight. 5 minutes to go. Tomas is very far offside, and he still can't score. Good Lord. Dude is dreadful. Looks like we're going to go to extra time with a 1-1 current record. I mean, 25 shots to 5. 12 shots on target to 2. And we're only winning 1-0. Absolutely unacceptable. But I think if any team's going to score, it's probably us. And it's probably going to be a set piece. Because I don't know if we can actually score another goal from open play. I don't know if they're capable of it. Don't let this slip away from you now. We've been the better team. And you need to show it in extra time. I'm glad to see you get the goal. But we knew coming in, 1 was not going to be enough. And obviously, we should have scored a lot more. We've had a lot of chances. And we've still not done well enough in front of goal. We need a goal in extra time. I don't want to send this to penalties. I don't want to go to that lottery. Win this like you should have in normal time. First highlight of extra time comes in the 97th minute, and it's going to be a corner, and it's going to be... Good Lord. The forwards can't even do that. They get literally an open goal in front of them. Sesko with a completely open goal, and he still can't score. Absolutely ridiculous. You see down here too, the Man United Real Madrid match was obviously ridiculous. Real Madrid up, 2-1 after 39 minutes, and then Man United scored in the 85th, 87th, and 91st minute to get the win. Nuts. Another highlight is going to be a deep free kick, and it doesn't even get into the box. We do get it back, though, with Mateus Nunes. Out to Ugarte. I would assume we have an extra time sub, but I don't know if I want to make it. We did it again! We got another goal from a forward from open play. And it's Thiago Tomas. All right. Now we need to hold on to this lead. We know defensively we play well with the formation we had, so I'm going to take a striker off. It's probably going to be Sesko, because I don't know if I can take off Ronaldo. Sesko hasn't really done anything, so we'll go back to the 4-1-2-1-2. And I guess we don't really have a great defensive midfielder. Ugarte is kind of our best option. I guess we'll move Ugarte back to defensive midfield. And then, I guess bring in... Absher's probably better as a box-to-box than Bergantia. He is. So I'll bring him in there as that box-to-box midfielder. Gonçalves is going to go attacking midfielder support. I want to help out defensively a little bit more. Fullbacks are going to go on support. Bergman Hansen is going to go back to fullback support. Nunez is going to go on defend. And we're going to change some of these. We're going to waste time, obviously. I'm going to stop taking long kicks. I'm definitely going to stop distributing quickly. I'm not going to tell him where to go, though. I don't know if I should trust him. But I'm going to go back to the standard line, turn off the offside trap. I'm still going to get stuck in. I'm not going to prevent short goalkeeper distribution because I kind of wanted to distribute it short. Waste time all you can. I'm going to go back to cautious. And we'll make that change. I'm glad we did have that extra time sub because I definitely wouldn't have felt good with 3 strikers on the pitch when we needed to hold on to a lead. But, this team should be able to hold on. They're good defensively. Even considering actually... So I was considering actually going to this, but I don't know how to actually make it work. Ronaldo can play on the wings, I think. He might actually not be able to play that deep. But I know Tomas can. I actually think I'm going to go to this. I think it's stronger defensively. So I'm going to go to this. I think I can make it work. Nunez is actually going to play on the wing, I think. He's actually able to play there. And Tomas is going to play... Can Nunez play on this left wing? He cannot. So I think Tomas can actually play on this right wing a little bit. Can Gonçalves play? I don't know if I have anyone that can play on this left side. Ugarte? No. Actually, Nunez can play... Yeah, you can only play on the right. I don't know how to make this work. I'm not going to risk playing a player out of a natural position. So I'm going to stick with this. I'll stick with this. Hopefully it works. Hopefully we can hold on to this lead. I think we got everything ready. Let's go. We got basically just the second half of extra time. And we can actually advance to the next round of the Champions League. And we definitely deserve it. We're going to have another highlight, a free kick, before the second half of extra time. And Pedro Gonçalves, I don't know if he scored one all series long. I like to see him wasting time. And he's going to hit the post. Obviously, we're missing a little bit of luck, but some of that is just, you got to be better. We go to the extra time, or the second half of extra time. If they score now, it'll be the most undeserved goal in maybe the history of the sport. This has been an absolute demolition. Do we actually have another sub? We don't. Okay. I didn't think we would, but let's go. Let's hold on to this lead. And we're going to have an immediate highlight after kickoff. And it's going to be our kickoff. We're going to, if we can get another goal, I'm not going to be mad about that. We've got the ability to with Cristiano Ronaldo still up top. Actually, has it switched to, it seems slow. Okay, no, it's normal speed. Seems like it was moving a little bit slow, but it's all right. Bergman Johannesson down this left-hand side. I'd like to see Cristiano Ronaldo win a header for once and actually put it on target. Vestergaard, okay. I can understand him not winning the header when it's Vestergaard on the other end. I think that's onside, actually. I think that might have just locked up the win for us. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo getting his his second on camera, his second goal of the game Bergman Johannessen's been absolutely tremendous. And it's offside. Of course it is. Of course it's offside. This will be maybe one of Ajax's last chances. It looks like they've gone to a 4 at the back now. They started out 5 at the back, so it looks like they're definitely going for it. Tagliafico might even be playing on the wings. But this guy with a nice interception, going to look over the top for Ronaldo, and he has a chance one-on-one, and he's going to actually score it. They're not chalking that one out. That is it. That is the dagger. We have beaten Ajax 3-0. It only took about 2 straight weeks of chance conversion training, and they figured out how to score goals. And of course, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. If anyone was going to do it, it's going to be Ronaldo. A good finish there. He's been missing a lot of those, so it's good to see him finish that one. Surely they're not coming back from that. An absolute demolition. We still should have scored more, but I'll take it. It took extra time, but they eventually figured it out. Maybe this will be kind of the moment that triggers something in their brain, and they can actually push on from here and score goals a little bit more consistently. Hopefully that's the case. I'm definitely sticking with this 4-1-2-1-2 diamond, at least until they prove it doesn't work. It's still been pretty strong defensively. That's the one thing I was really worried about, is if it wasn't going to be nearly as good defensively. Good Lord, Gonçalves is terrible, but we're going to get out with the win. I'm glad. I was not super optimistic coming into this with the way we've been playing, but seeing those 5 goals last match against Rio Ave gave me a little bit of hope. They actually did it. A 3-0 win, and we're on to the next round of the Champions League. You should all be delighted. We deserved that, even if it took extra time. It might not have been perfect. We probably should have scored more goals, but I'm proud of all of you for fighting through adversity and doing what it had to take to get the win. I am proud of all of you. Isaac, what a performance, lad. That was tremendous. Well done. And Ronaldo, I'm glad to see you getting in the goals. Keep working hard, and they will keep coming. Well done tonight, boys. Keep this going. You watched as your side hit the woodwork an incredible 3 times during the course of the match. Did you ever fear that the result was going to turn out differently? There were a few moments where I feared things wouldn't turn out as planned. What a goal that was by Cristiano Ronaldo. It was a goal out of the very top drawer. What a great goal Cristiano Ronaldo scored today. It was one of those moments that made me really happy. What a goal. It was a pretty good goal. I mean, it wasn't the best goal I've ever seen, but it was a pretty good goal. It took extra time, but we got the win over Ajax, one that we fully deserved. We were the much better team. Over both legs, we were the much better team. And so at least we got the deserved victory. It's good to see the team bounce back. Now we just need to keep that going. That game left me absolutely exhausted, mentally and physically. But I'm just glad to see us end up with the right result. Good to see the team battle back and get the goals when they absolutely had to. So, glad to see that. Hopefully they can keep it going. They're still working on chance conversion for pretty much the rest of their lives. But there's still a couple of games left to be played in the Champions League first knockout round. I think the last couple of games is tomorrow. So I'll advance until those are done and see who gets through to the next round. And then I think on the 22nd, the same day as this Belenenses match, the draw is actually going to be, I think it should be before this match. So we'll come back for the draw as well. The last couple games have been played, and we now know all the teams that are advancing to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Arsenal have beaten Juventus 4-0 over the 2 legs. Barcelona beat Dortmund on penalties. Liverpool beat Inter 6-2. Man City beat Lazio 6-3. Bayern Munich just barely beat Rangers 3-2. That's surprising that it was that close. PSG beats Gladbach 3-0. Obviously, we beat Ajax 3-1, and Man United beat Real Madrid 6-3. So no real shocks, considering Man United are the current holders. So yeah, I mean, maybe Arsenal over Juventus being the biggest shock, but Arsenal they're actually pretty ridiculously good in this game, especially after a few years. They got a lot of good young players, so they really developed well. But other than that, no real shocks. So now we got to wait until the 22nd. Should be before this next match, so we should still see who we get in the quarterfinal. So I'll see you when the draw starts. All right, it is time for both the quarterfinal and the semifinal draw. I don't think there are really any easy teams left. I think technically we're the easy team. So, yeah, everyone's going to be hoping they get us. But, I mean, of these teams, obviously I think the only one I'd have any sort of confidence being able to beat is Arsenal. And like I just said, they're pretty good in a couple of years in this game. So, that's not even an easy matchup. Maybe Bayern Munich, they barely beat Rangers. But anyone else, I feel like we would just get thrashed. So hopefully we get one of those two. Let's start, though. See who everybody gets. First out of the hat is us. Okay, so we're going to know immediately who we're going to get. Usually I'd like to have a couple big teams already off the board by the time we're drawn, but, I mean, alright, whatever. Arsenal or Bayern. That's what I want. It's probably not going to be that. It's probably going to be Liverpool, because I seem to always get Liverpool in the Champions League. I mean, does this game hear me? Literally, I always get Liverpool. Is that just like a thing where there's always going to be, you're always going to get Liverpool? I don't understand. Seems like I always get drawn against them. And they're just ridiculous in this game. So, fortunately, a couple years have passed. They do have some older players, but they're still going to be like playing at the top of their game. So, this is pretty much as close to impossible as we probably could have gotten. Not ideal, but, I mean, if we're going to win it, we're going to have to beat the best teams in the world. So, I don't think it's going to happen this year. But I'm excited to see us test ourselves against the best competition. See who else everybody else gets. Barcelona gets PSG. Heck of a matchup. Bayern Munich get Man United. And then Arsenal get Man City. So an English clash, which, I mean, Man City, where are they at in the league? I'm assuming they're actually second. Liverpool are probably top. Liverpool are top. They're actually tied on points. Arsenal 10 points behind them. So, looks like, I'm assuming Man City's going to win that. Man United's just really good in this game, so they're probably going to beat Bayern Munich. And Barcelona PSG is kind of a toss-up. I don't expect us to pull off a shock upset against Liverpool unless this team like completely turns itself around and starts scoring goals for fun. But I'm not super optimistic. Now we have the semifinal draw. If we do beat Liverpool, I don't know. I don't think I want any of these ones. Can I choose none of them? If I had to choose, I'd probably say Barcelona PSG. That might sound crazy, but I don't know. Maybe Barcelona PSG. Like, the English teams are just ridiculous. I don't really want to play any of them. And so that's the only one that doesn't have one of those teams. So, of course, we have to beat an English team if we're going to get there, but Arsenal and Man City, get us. Okay, so we're going to have to win. If we win, we're going to have to face the winner of Arsenal and Man City. So we're going to have to get through basically all of England if we have a chance of winning the Champions League final. So it's going to be PSG and Barcelona or Bayern Munich and Man United. Those are the draws. All right, you know what? Let's do it. Let's just do it. When is that draw for? Pretty quickly. Just 2 games in between. They are 2 pretty important games because the league is getting close to the end. There's only 5 games left. If we look at the league table, it's basically between us and Benfica. I don't think Porto are going to come back. It has to be an almighty collapse by one of us. But, yeah, it's between us. We are 1 point behind them, so we need them to lose. Who do they have? Schedule, they've got... Good Lord. They couldn't have asked for an easier schedule to end the season. They did beat Porto 6-1. But Famalicão, 13th. Moreirense, 10th. Portimonense, 9th. Nacional, 16th. And Boa Vista, 15th. Okay, we're not winning the league. I would be absolutely shocked if they drop any points in those matches. They should not drop any points. They've been playing ridiculously well. They did drop some points against Guimarães, but that was before they beat us. And they did lose to Belenenses, but Belenenses are a pretty good team. So and they had a sending off. So yeah, this is. I mean, I'm not optimistic we're going to win the league this year, but at least we gave them a challenge. We were right up there the whole time. If we didn't have a complete collapse in the middle of the season, we would have stood a pretty good chance of winning the league. But I mean, I'm still happy with how this season went. To get top 2 and be so close to winning the league, and to get to the quarterfinal of the Champions League, and to the semifinal of the Taça de Portugal. It's a pretty decent accomplishment. Hopefully we can actually win the Taça de Portugal. That would be great. If we could actually win it, that's another check off the list of things we needed to do here. Then just only leave winning the Champions League. And that is going to be a tall task. But next time, we're going to come back for Liverpool. Liverpool. Home first, then away. I almost prefer it the other way around. I like having the home leg second, but I guess it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Maybe you can kind of demoralize them by getting a good win in the first, but I don't think that's going to happen against Liverpool. I don't know, maybe if Cristiano Ronaldo goes nuclear, but that's basically our only chance. But I'll see you next time for that. That's going to be the end of this episode. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.